Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and these are the beavers of Beaverpool. We are on the Oasis map. We're playing on normal difficulty because this is my first time playing on the full release. We're in the experimental branch, but the full release in essence. And last episode, I think we did really well. We pushed a few things forward. We've gotten our spatter docks online. They're now being beautifully grilled. Our observatory is online. The aquifer here is online. We also get a good amount of land grabbing now that we have zip lines. And with that, we are going to delete those two. They can be grabbed by various beavers around the world. No storage space available. Well, that's a problem. Yes, we do want to get this scrap metal online soon. And also this. We were also looking to potentially get a bit of a wind farm going up here on this nice little ridge we've got on the go. And we do very much need to get dynamite online as well. Let's that out. And so from this guy, 370 out of 400 taken up. From this guy, 300 of 400 taken up. Now I believe that we've got another bad water source coming online, but that is not actually this turning into bad water. I believe our explosives factory takes, yep, a beautiful 150, so we are going to be short no matter where we go. So I think potentially it is time to get those other bits and bobs online. Now I could also do with getting nothing much, maybe a small battery on the go as well. So why don't we go ahead and do that? I mean, we've got, how much is a battery? Let's have a quick look. Only 10 metal. That's the only thing that would be particularly worried about. For this, we do need to get paper. Let's go ahead and grab that battery. And so what I'm going to do is, it's not going to be a very big battery. Nope, not 2x2. We are not animals going into Noah's Ark. We are beavers trying to build a battery. Gravity battery. Let's just go and put that there. Because what that's going to do is just help this stay online more permanently. And let's go and chuck a power shaft in there to connect it all up. Because this does have 0 now, apparently. Yes, I'm hoping that will, in essence, just help it tick over. They're not going to get much in the battery. We're not looking to get much in the battery. But like I said, it should just help it tick over. We will need to have more of a gravity battery situation going on here, which we will. I'm kind of like in this little mountainous up-jutting. It's not really an outcropping, it's an up-jutting, but I don't know how, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what exactly you'd class that and call that as, but it's a something. Then, of course, want to get an aquifer onto here, which will take a power line and potentially come down here, connect it to whatever we do here, continue the industry zone just down here as well. But like I said, we want to go and get paper for that. Now, to get paper, we can go ahead and do it. And it takes 80 horsepower. Now, what did we say we're up to? I think that was 300 and this was 370, I think. 120, 50, and 200. So yes, we can go and add it onto this one nice and easy. Of course, this thematically would be a lovely little position for a observatory as well. But that's a different point entirely. Maybe I will in fact do something. I'll build a bit of a tower. Like I did say before, and I do stick by it. I'm not a big fan of these massive, ridiculous gravity battery towers, but a little bit of an increase. Couple of batteries off the edge, then a little bit more of an increase with an observatory on the top. Maybe I will end up moving that across. But for now, let's go ahead and get some paper on the go. I do love at the beginning how, and I don't know how it is for you guys, but very much for me, kind of end up building very much in a manner that you know you're not going to keep things this way when you actually get the choice of rebuilding everything. But at the moment, this is how it is. So we did get, I think it was maybe this one. No, it wasn't that one. We've got one. Nope, not there. We've got one near a power source. And a mine. I don't think it's that one. We've got one more mine somewhere. Scrap metal, doom, power source. Yep, okay. So it's whatever's coming down here. This just came online, basically. Down here, around here, and then floods straight off. Happen just there. Okay, so we're going to get paper on the line. Like I said, we definitely need to get dynamite online as well, but we need more power for that. So let's have a look. What do we have? We have this. It's going back up. We'll just come back to it every once in a while and see if it's on a negative cycle, positive cycle, etc. Just see how we're doing. It looks like it's going back up. It looks fine. Network supply was 360 over 200. You know, we are doing pretty well. As long as the power is on more than it's off, hopefully be fine. Oh, that's now gone and been removed as well. Go ahead and half for now. And so yes, how are we looking? Oh, we are missing 5 jobs. 4 of those are going to be these, but one's going to be somewhere else. There's a bad tide finally approaching in 3 days' time. Right. What we're going to do, we have lots of water. Let us... Although, hang on, no, let's unpause these a second. We'll let this fill up on its own for a small point. Not a very strong source, so it's going down. Oh, are you telling me this can't even keep up with evaporation? That can't be right. When I've just stopped pumping, it should surely be increasing. It's going down. Okay, this is insanity. Okay, it's trying to go up. Thinking about going up. This may be a failing solution. This can't even make it go up fast enough. Like, I've got nothing pumping. This surely has to keep up with evaporation. That's insane. Oh, unless my showers are doing something for it. Surely not. Do showers actually use water? I mean, you kind of would think maybe they do. Yeah, it's going down. It's actually going down. It's not like I can pause this building. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a failing solution. Right. We're going to go up to a 24-hour day. We're going to keep these things pouring. And we're going to. Now, of course, I also have to actually keep water through all of this because... Yep, you did tell me it's probably not going to be enough. You're all on water. That's good. That's good. That's good. We've got 4 builders. Good. Wow, it is actually struggling to even increase depth with nothing being pumped out. I'm sorry, that is insane for me. Like, this should easily be able to do more than evaporation. Now, whether these can keep up is another question. This should be able to do more than evaporation. Okay, I now have a day and a bit left to go. Keep building these pumps, please. And we have... Take one of carrots. That was you're not rightly needed right now. So we can get people in these water fluid dumps. Now water is going down rapidly. Oh dear lord, I am terrified. This is all about to go on. Stay above 0.8. We may do this. Whether we can actually make it through the Badtide is a whole different question. May struggle to do this. Our water is decreasing rapidly. .87. Okay, they can go get some sleep. I think everybody's just gone and done anyway. Okay, we lose about 0.01 overnight. Our water is rapidly going down, mind you. Okay, I've only got a day of Badtide. And I do have a thought and a solution about how to very, very much make this better. So we should be fine. We should be fine. We have stopped the bad water coming out. I was terrified. I mostly still am terrified, to be honest. But we will make it through our first micro Badtide. After that, well, who only knows what's going to happen. Takes 30... thing. Let's go and grab another medium warehouse. Think you in there. No, I can't. And then now, and you. Paper. Go ahead and unpause you. Get those pumps running, and let's get that water going back in the right direction. It's weird. So I keep the pumps running, and this keeps the water up. I stopped the pumps, and yet the water started going down. I mean, I don't know. For me, that just seems wild. Only way I can describe it. Wild. Right then, so what we're going to do is... let's, oh, I need dynamite for my solution. Hang on, right, so dynamite. We're getting paper. Paper will allow us to get windmills. Windmills need to be built on top of thing. We almost run out of scrap metal. Right, let's focus once more. And let's get back on a task, shall we? Scavenger flag. Storage point. Scrap metal. And then I can remove all of this over here. Get that on the go. One plank. Not have space for the one plank. Let us then look to now it's very much going to push us over the edge. I understand that. We don't actually have that much spare, but if I go and say pause this building, gives us enough to spare. Then let's move that one onto focusing onto dynamite. Then we actually start. Not let scrap metal back up there. Right, so I have a plan. I don't know if it's a very good plan, but I have a plan. What it involves is I'm going to have to ask you guys. Not planting these four again, please. How are my carrots looking? My carrots looking good. What do I got? I've got 4 people missing from jobs. My water's fine and it is going up. Not amazingly going up, so I definitely can't do what I just went and did for an example. A levy. Yes. That's okay. Now, I'm going to. Oh. Gonna remove those as well, actually. Right, sluice. For now. Get around to you in a minute. You guys are building that. Got our scrap metal workers on the go. Finished. 9 remaining. We have 5, 6 dynamite. Built ourselves a dynamite factory. Sorry, a dynamite storage. Explosives are on the wall. We have 5.8k of science. Thanks to our observation post, science is really not a problem anymore. We are... Oh, yep, we're on a normal working day. We have panic survived a bad tide. As long as we don't get one next, then I should have enough time to do what I'm hoping to do. Now, here's where the thoughts never quite finished in my brain. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll box that off. Right, so we box it off. Now this, plant 1,000 trees during a single playthrough. Pose above. Contamination 0%. You guys are automatically open. You guys are automatically open. Pose below. Contamination 1%. Right. What happens, right? The contamination hits. This opens, they close. Contamination starts coming out of here. Right. What we have a levy. Now, I'm very much making this up in my head as I go along. For all of you who can't tell at home, I'm not blocking anything off because I don't trust them not to get themselves stuck, quite frankly. But we'll leave them building that for a second. Now, this could still very much spread ground contamination, which may destroy my spider dogs. But to be honest with you, I'm willing to see how bad it does And then just recorrect it from there, because I've got so much Spadadoc and so much food. I'm not worried. Okay, those two are on the go. This guy should be 100% finished. Go and empty you out, and then we'll destroy you as well. How are we doing? Oh, 0. We're down. We're out. We're over. Guys, we're not enough. They were just not enough. Well, we should be able to replace them soon. In fact, we should be able to replace them now, to be honest. But let me focus on this first. This madness. Is quite frankly needed to be finished first. So the idea is, and now this is all completely made up in my head, and I have no idea how well this is going to work, whether it's going to be an okay solution that might just delay me for getting good water back for a day or two, whether it's going to be a terrible solution that takes like 20 days just to fix itself, whether it's going to be a good solution that goes as fast as I'm hoping. The plan is, right? So this only lets through 0.3 of bad water. This then spreads into these 3 adjacent squares as well. Now, for a single square of water, the evaporation rate should be around 0.25 to 3 per day, from what I know. So that should mean that these 4 squares will in essence evaporate in a day. Which means that, from the numbers as I know them, which could be absolute nonsense, probably are. Get you in there. Too far from a build area, build more stuff to reach. Got it. Let us... There. 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 Hopefully allow them to reach. What that means is that in a day we should evaporate a full tile's worth of water. Now, technically, I'm holding 4 tiles. Now, when I designed this in my head, I thought this was 1 tile in size. It's not, it's 4. The other problem is that it will technically keep refilling with water, so I will not be evaporating a pure tile of bad water. Because if that was the case, it would take me 4 days, I believe, for this to work. Now, like I said, when I did this in my head, I had this working much, much differently. So I may even expand on this, if this solution is at least viable, which I have no idea whether it is. Kind of have to wait for a Badtide to find out. Now, of course, my other solution, which I feel like I remember from older versions, was that you could tunnel down to the bottom and water would leave the map. But right now there's an indestructible layer on the bottom layer. I oddly don't remember that. But that could just be me getting things wrong. So that was the original solution, just dig a big hole and let it all pour out off the bottom of the world. But like I said, that ain't gonna happen either right now. And so, this is our current solution. Now we could go and expand this. Could, put another couple of holes here. Go and expand it even further up and across. And we in essence could have half a dozen single tiles in essence evaporating, or even 8 single tiles evaporating 2 tiles worth of water per turn. Because I mean, this should be downstream depth of 0.47. We're coming to the end of the day. I mean, as you can see, it's going down pretty quickly. It is rather rapid. No, these ones are a little bit higher because they took a little bit longer to box off. But it is going down pretty rapid, so I can evaporate water in this manner real quickly. Like I said, if I was to maybe change this over to a sluice as an example, you know what, I am going to go and expand this because we have a drought approaching, that's fine. Now this does, I do understand, decrease the amount of water I have in here, but I don't think I'm in any kind of danger in terms of running out of... water anytime soon. Whoops, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Just stay open. Oh, I shouldn't have destroyed this until I finished. That was my bad. Yeah, I mean, like I said, so this does decrease the amount of water I have in this, in essence, just to get me through a drought. But I also intend on doing something for that as well. What I'm going to mark all those for deletion. When you get a moment, please, good beavers. Oh, except for this one. Fine, good sirs. Finishing this. Cool. So that's my attempt at a simple and easy solution. We'll see how this goes. Now, obviously, again, we're going to get contamination through the soil. Hoping that's not going to hit me too hard. Now, we are going to get a little bit closer to here. Now, I've gone and expanded. But again, this is also up one level. We'll see how that goes. Either way, bad water is not going to get into everything I have here because this will close above contamination of 0. As soon as we hit 1% contamination, this door will close. So, more to the point as well, then these are not needed. Now, is this a viable solution? I have no idea. Now what we're going to do is, let's go and grab the right thing, more of those levies. What we're going to do is, oh, that's a problem right there. What we're going to do is cut this in half. Sorry, mate, we need your hospital bed. Heavy. Bed. This way. Priority. Beaver's injured. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will have 6 hospital beds, so we're going to be good for that. No good selected. Right, yes, because you need deleting now. Drought has started. We have managed to replenish all of our water. That's nice and simple. And then, as you can see, and as you can pretty much guess, oh, so there you go. See, look, these have already gone and evaporated. As you can see and probably guess, so we're going to cut this off so that this cannot be drained during a drought by our pumps, because we're depending on normal. So 1 tile of water, now this is only 0.8, but 1 tile of water lasts about 20 days. So 0.8, 16 days, and I don't think we get droughts as long as 16 days on normal, from what I remember. So, yeah, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. Now, with that finally in place, we are also going to... I'm kind of delaying a little bit on my wind farm because this is just a lovely extra for me to go and put in. What I would like to do then is start to max step 1, Max step 3. Beautiful. So that can still work once I've gone and done what I wish to do. Depth of 0.59. It's going down a little bit too quick for my liking. We should get this finished and get this cut off, so at least my Badtide will keep growing, and we should have enough water to get us through any form of leftover drought. What I would like to do is... that has a max depth of 3. These have a max depth of 2. Ew. Well then, that answers that question as to how far I'm going to go with this. Now, I have 63 dynamite. Guys will all get put in last. Currently. Okay. Now, most of this can be gotten to, so we can get to the bits in the middle. By the way, have I ever told you guys, I'm sure I must have done, how much I love placing horrible pathing that I know I'm going to blow up? It makes me so happy to know that it's all going to suddenly evaporate into nothing. So happy. Right. So that is the current build project, is to deepen all of this by a further depth. And so that will massively increase our water. Yeah, definitely going down in the amount of water we have to play with here. But again, oh no, do you know what? I'm going to go and pause this because not again. We very much need this stuff to keep growing. Can't remember how long it can be droughted for, but drought resist. There you go. It says right there, 15 days. 13 days, so yeah, we'll be fine in terms of that, but we've also should have enough water to get us through 5 days of not pumping. Let's go ahead and do that. And again, like I said, I love you. We do all these things, we come up with all these immediate solutions, we scramble, we attempt to just do what will get us through, and then you get to the end point and you just build beautiful and ridiculous things. Insanity takes over. You're in no longer any danger of dying. And just go mental, quite frankly. Right. We're down to 48 sticks of dynamite on the wall. Stick of dynamite should absolutely blow ourselves to kingdom come. So we haven't done... I think that probably evaporated. We haven't done quite what I was hoping to get to this episode. Oh, like I said, I was hoping to get the wind farm started. We haven't even gone and swapped this over. I'm not going to go and ask them to start swapping over now. I want every beaver possible focused on this dynamite solution, so that once we're past this drought, let's just say the next drought will be nowhere near as much of a problem. What are we looking at? 36 sticks of dynamite. Yeah, we're going to be close. We need about 60, I think. So we're not too far off. Yes, like I said, I don't want to distract my builders from this project. So yes, the battery is fully recharged. Battery is fully recharged, that's interesting. So these are obviously just being turned off for far too long and the battery's just draining, or maybe it's just had a bad moment, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll have to keep a further eye on it. We have so much science, it's hilarious. That basically means for me, in my opinion, we can go and build ourselves a monument, and with said monument, obviously you generally want to try and get the housing with your monuments because that's the easiest place to get your beavers these well-being. It's not a terrible place. It is kind of close to my farms because I don't want to go slightly thematic. It gets half my houses. The other half, hopefully, although I would love it if it was actually covering this road here as well. That's a pretty major cross point. Of course, having it cross there as well, so in essence it gets the in and out road, so to say, from this place is also a fantastic thing. Now, of course, this is only over a 2x2 square, and this road is 1 wide, so you can never quite get it to go right. Fountain is beautiful 3x3 at the base. The flame is only a 2x2 as well. And of course, the earth recultivator is ridiculous. Oh, we're in the water. What are we down to? 22 sticks of dynamite. Like I said, it's going to be close. Again, having a quick look at it, we need... Yeah, we're about 20 short. Not doing too bad, I don't think. We've got 1,000 of water left, only 2.4 days of drought now. This is getting a little bit low. Does it tell me here? Nope, that'll be a nice little cheeky cheat, so to say. You can get a shower to tell you how deep the water is. 1, 2, 3, 4 almost. 1, 2, 3, 4. This actually seems to be lower, which again is a little bit weird. Because, well, let's just say we were pumping on this side. And think after we had gone and built this, we were still pumping. That is all the way across. So that is very much divided as well. Ultra drought resistance. 0.3 days. Okay then. Oh, wait. Does anyone see the flaw in my plan? Does anyone see the absolute flaw in my plan? How about the fact that this can no longer get water on this side? Let's try that again. Let's go and hit these. Oh, and apparently the spadadocs are in the way. What I'm going to simply do, because I don't actually want to delete the spadadocs, I'll put those two there. I'll rebuild these levees. Copy settings. I wonder if, because that says synchronize, it did do both of them. Downstream depth of 0.22, downstream depth of 0.14. That is going to slightly, yes, even out. That in essence should disappear in a singular day, so we are going to dry out. We're probably going to lose our spadadocs. But you know, hey, yeah, live and you learn. Gonna go and call these things a priority, please. You live and you learn. 0.16, 0.16. Yep, we have evened out. 1.3 days remaining. Oh no, wait, it should take a little bit longer than a day. This is, of course, not a 1x1 square. But yeah, so this is the Badtide solution. Is it a good one? Will it work? Are things going to go horribly wrong? We'll find out. What I'm going to do is, of course, then... Oh no, wait, these are always open, aren't they? Why, of course. These things are working on auto. So yes, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to leave the episode there. I could keep going and going and going, as I'm sure you can tell. Now, next episode, we will actually attempt to get that wind farm up and running. Now we're potentially safe from Badtide. We potentially improved our water resource / current maybe problem. I'm not quite sure what you class it as, or if it is even something. I'm not sure. But we're also going to go and pause this guy, because we have far too many planks. And so yes, we'll look to do that next episode. Potentially actually get this wind farm on the go and expand down this way a little bit more and get this all green. Well, like I said, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, as per always, from myself and from all of the wonderful beavers in Beaverpool, we would just like to thank you for joining us. And until next time, as per always, we hope that you can stay safe, happy, and healthy.